Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
We're getting ready to obtain the Potion of Blight and the eventual plan of saving Uther and obtaining the lands, but first I went around and got a mission from the villagers. First one, I have to save their sister from a place called the Spire of Blind Faith. Another Mystari wants their Igniter appraised, which is weird to see that, but hey, who can judge? And finally, I asked Batlin if he may know where I could find something that causes withering. Thankfully, he seems to know something, even a little likely being at the capital, so we teleport over and start with getting the Igniter authenticated. Even though the guy was being a little handsy and forceful with it, eventually he gave up and returned it, but I got the certificate that I needed, so mission complete on that. While I was there, I accepted a new bounty, something I'll keep in mind, but focusing mainly on Virgo Island, so I may have to wait. And then finally, went to the medicine shop in the capital and found parch water, which sounds like what we've been looking for, but only one way to find out, heading back to Virgo Island. But when I got there was a villager wanting me to find polar stones, which can be found at the Dragon Temple, but I want a timer, so I'll have to do that while I'm there. But for now, I gave Denny the item he required. He comments on our haste procuring the item, thinking how amazing Gauntlet runners truly are, and then making the Potion of Blight. So that's the first step done, thankfully, as I've got another mission, this time from Juna, informing me about a place being plagued by monsters that are raiding tombs just off the coast, thinking it's right up our alley. And if I help, she will let me in on some secrets with her work. Sounds good to me, as she's happy. I agree, and tells me some lore about the island. It's kinda long and convoluted, but the idea of treasure catches my interest. As you can see, I'm in, and with the social contract agreed upon, and the location revealed on my world map, we can go anytime by the looks of it, and I can get there while on my way to the Spire, so looking like a double trip, as I spend the rest of the day looking at the beautiful ocean. And during the night, I went to spend some time with Brigitta. It seems that she fully trusts me, taking me to a facility, informing me they use it for her own research, adding that it specifically was where they were trying to develop non-violent uses for igniters, make them beyond merely weapons, thinking it to be good enough revenge against the church. She also thinks if she merely expanded her trade, it would merely make them richer. So she decided on a different approach. I ask her what she means, but she replies that she's doing something the church will hate, knowing igniters would widen the gap. Strong get stronger, the weak get weaker. It's why she decided to take igniters as an occupation. She hated weakness, but more importantly, who she was. For that weakness, ignorance and utter powerlessness. But she did wish for a different future, a world without all she dealt with, saying that civilization doesn't flow backwards. People will not abandon the convenience that igniters bring, so if we're stuck with them, best to make them safer and more practical. And she's been working with a prototype, asking if I remember our first encounter when she wanted me to kill that Gubtoros. The route was the transport corridor for her prototypes. I respond it's why she chose me. She agrees, as a secret like that needed discretion, but never thought it would go near field testing. Knowing that it goes against the church, they'll likely send people after her and leave new scars. But she can survive knowing the only way it will stop is if I extend the throne and support the peacetime igniters over the current ones. That surprises me, but the idea came from my novel, thinking about the equality in the world, wishing she could live in it. So she decided to take the first step, regardless of the personal cost. I call it true determination. She agrees, telling me to take the throne, and with that, our bond grows stronger. She then adds that the place also holds another purpose, as igniters are one-sidedly destructive. Plenty of poor people have lost their homes due to it. She hires them here and supports where she can, calling it a way to atone. And with that, I leave her, and with her support, I am now rank 17 with the populace.